Hey, yo, what the deal, YouTube? Long time no see. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Shout out to all my loyal subscribers. Shout out to the ones that stuck around during my hiatus from YouTube. This video right here is about how all my rats died. And some miscellaneous stuff. Just a disclaimer in case I go on a tangent. So, for y'all that don't know, I live in Arizona. Well, I'm somewhat stuck in Arizona. Let's be honest about this. I'm stuck in Arizona, right? Trying to get my finances straightened out right now, so I can leave Arizona. And maybe I'll get into how I've been surviving the heat in Arizona. So right now, you see me. This is a wet towel. I keep a wet towel with me all day, every day. And I'm constantly re-wetting it and re-soaking it so I can wipe myself down and keep my body cool, get that sweat up off me, that way I don't stink and I don't get all sticky. So let's get to the part where all my rats die, right? So right around, I want to say, let me think, May, June. So right in between May and June, early June, once the heat really started, I gotta shave. Once the heat really started picking up, right, out here in Arizona, I noticed that one rat would die, and then like a week later, another rat would just, without any type of notice, just die, right? So I'm like, what's going on? You know, maybe, you know, I just was like, I don't know, maybe it, I really didn't put two and two together that it was the heat. Until, so first I noticed that one of my breeder females had died, right? One of my breeder females had died. I only had her for like 3 weeks, and then she had one litter for me though. Well, actually no, I probably had her for more than 3 weeks if she had one litter for me. So anyway, she was in there with her pups. She was in the container with her pups. And for y'all that don't know, I had all my rats in bin cages. And they had enough holes in them and all that. You know, they had ample amounts of water and stuff like that. All right, just for y'all that think that that may have been the situation. All right, and I noticed she just was stiff one day, just dead as a rock, right? So I'm like, it didn't occur to me then, right? So I get another female, or actually I had another female at the time, another breeder female, and she was doing good. So I'm like, all right. And then I still had my big breeder male. Okay. 2 weeks goes by. My breeder male out of nowhere just dies. Now, listen, my breeder male, big, fancy, I guess you call him a marked or a hooded rat. He was white body, white specks on his chest, black hood. Now this male was awesome, healthy, big boy, right? Big. Produced many litters for me. Many awesome rats. Produced many awesome rats. Now for y'all that don't know, also I had snakes. I had one snake. I had that pastel. Go check out those videos of my pastel murder, yellow, black, beautiful snake, right? Beautiful. And then I had two normals. I got a one male normal after I had got murder, named him Killer, and then I had got a big normal, named her Slayer. Okay, and so shout out to those snakes. As far as I know, they're still alive. All right. So I noticed that my big breeder male had died. He was just stiff one day. Now I thought he died from old age. Until some rats that I had left over from one litter, like 3 beautiful rats that he had produced and I had big plans for, just died. Like I changed them from one bin to another bin, put them in that bin that he had died in, And they died in a matter of like a day and a half. Just all 3 of them died dead. I'm like, whoa, that shit hit too close. I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on, right? And then so I'm like, damn. So I didn't really know what to do. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know what to do. I mean, this is Arizona, this is the heat, and gradually every day the heat would increase. Like, it would be getting hotter and hotter, slowly but surely, right? So I'm like, yo, all these rats are just dying, right? So, man, that shit hurt. That shit hurt, right? So then I turn around and buy another hooded male from the feed store, right? Now this is another male that I couldn't touch. That big male that I just told y'all about, I named him, what did I name him? I forgot what I even named him. I think it was like Bill or something like that. So like, I went and I got another rat that I was going to use as my breeder male. All right, now I couldn't touch him, just like I couldn't touch my main breeder male, because he was aggressive, real skittish, but real cool, real chill, like, you know. Anyway, got him. All right, so I'm getting him kind of acclimated to his surroundings and what the situation is and stuff like that. Okay, and then I had to get another breeder female, because I had one breeder female. She was tan in color, and so I got her. I still had her, and she had pups at the time too. She had she still had like 1 or 2 pups left, but they weren't really pups. They were like early adolescents. They were like smalls, I guess you call them smalls, right? So I went to another breeder's feed store, and I wound up getting this awesome white, I guess she was a weaned. She was like a wean in size, all white, and she had a black mask all the way across, like right here. She just had a black mask, but the rest of her body was all white. She might have had like 1 or 2 black specks of black, or black dots on her ears tips, if I remember correctly, right? So shout out to her. So bought her, and I had big plans for her. I was like, yo, this rat gonna be awesome. You know, I'm thinking that we back. I'm like, yo, as long as we can survive the heat, I'm like, yo, we back. So now you can kind of see like what the situation was. Like, I kept having to buy rats to replace other rats. I'm having to buy rats, like, cause motherfuckers keep dying. So like, yo, I get her, she lives. That white girl, she lives for like a week. And I'm posting videos of her on my Instagram, like, yo, I got big plans for this rat, da 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 da. I'm even posting that tan breeder girl that I got. I'm still posting her son that we still had and stuff like that. I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to turn around and possibly mate her son with this new white girl that I just got and all this. So I'm piecing it all back together, because I lost some key aspects of the operation that I had going on, right? Because I wasn't only breeding these rats to feed to my snakes or to my snake. I was also breeding these rats to sell as pets, because they were nice. Like, y'all done seen some of the rats that I done produced, and I done posted the videos, whatever. You know, go check those videos out. If you're new here, shout out to you, right? So like, I had got this bright idea, like, yo, I'm gonna start selling rats on Craigslist. And yo, I had people hitting me up, when you drop another link. Y'all really did. Like, yo, that's the best part though. That's like the best part. Like, it was actually turning out to slowly become like a business. Like, people were actually hitting me up, like, do you have this? Do you have that? I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. And I'm over here coordinating stuff and everything. And motherfuckers kept dying, yo. It was so fucked up. Like, that's the thing. Like, it was hella fucked up. It was really fucked up. what was going on. And, you know, it touched my heart, yo. It touched my heart, for real. And, like, yo, it's 4:44 on the clock right now, as we talking right now. 4:44 on the clock. I can't make this stuff up, yo. I can't make this stuff up. Anyway, so, yo, where was I? So, yeah, that was messed up. But, so I had that white girl for like a week. She died. And during the time that she died, my tan girl, my yellow bone, I guess we'll call her, I had moved her and her son into a different bin. Me not thinking, heat rises. I moved her up here. Heat rises though. Yo, alright. This is the one time I will call myself stupid. I put them two up here, up top in a bin. They didn't last, I want to say 20 minutes before they started hyperventilating and all this crazy stuff, right? And that white girl, she was on her way out too. So I come in here after swapping their bins out, just to check up on them. And I caught them in the process of dying. It was crazy. I'm moving real fast. I'm getting them out of there real quick. I'm trying to shake them. I put the son. Now the son, he was still kind of good. I put him up front in the van. But I paid special attention to the tan one and the white one because, one, they're the females. Two, I still felt like they had a fighting chance. So the white girl, she was so small, even though she was weaned, she was small. She basically died in my hands. Like, I'm over here trying to blow air into her face, into her mouth, and I'm trying to cool her off. I'm putting AC on her, stuff like that, trying to cool her off, trying to bring her back. It's crazy. I'm trying to bring this rat back, right? She ain't come back. She died in my hands. It was fucked up. But what added more fucked upness to the fucked upness was the fact that the bigger breeder tan female that we talking about, I must have sat there. It was almost as if it was like a crisis situation and I'm like the doctor and I'm trying to save the patient. That's literally, like, I can't explain it no better than that. I really can't. Like, I can't explain no better than that, right? Can't explain it any better than that. This is what I did. It was crazy. Sitting up front in my van with her, got the AC pumping, right? I'm over here literally giving this rat, I didn't put my mouth on a rat because that's over the top, kind of gross. I know there's people out there that would have though. Y'all have been kissing that rat, tongue kissing that rat, and all this type of stuff. So shout out to y'all, but I wasn't doing that. But I was kind of blowing into her mouth air, and I'm telling you, this rat, it was almost as if she came back from the dead. And this happens to humans too. Like, the rat came back from the dead, yo. And you could tell that she wasn't all the way there. Like, she was halfway and halfway. But she came fully back to life. But you could tell that it was just fragments of what she was. And it was something else also inside of her. Like, she was going through like convulsions and all types of stuff, right? So I'm pouring water onto her. I'm pouring water into her mouth and everything, getting her hydrated. After I realized that she came back from me just putting the AC on her, Like I said, she was halfway already. She had 1 foot into this world and 1 foot into the other world. Let's just put it like that, right? We just gonna put it like that, right? So I'm pouring water into her mouth, and I'm bringing her back into the van, and I'm rubbing her. She came fully back, but she wasn't fully back, if y'all can kind of grasp what I'm saying, right? Okay, so long story short, this rat lived after everything was all said and done. And mind you, the hooded male that I had, the hooded male that I had purchased as a replacement, he also was still alive. He also still lived. Bro, I put him inside a bin with ice. I had got ice, put ice inside the bin, right? I put the tan rat inside of a cup of ice. And I think that actually did more harm than good, because it kind of shocked her. It shocked her body. Because 1 minute she was hot, and now all of a sudden she getting mad cold. Like she just getting cold, right? I'm a genius. I'm a fucking genius. But anyway, so I take her out of the ice. And I just put her inside the bin with the male. And I think they started to drown. Like they started to drown because they was laying down inside the water trying to stay cool, and then the ice was melting and they started to drown. So I had to figure that part out. Again, long story short, that male hooded that I got, he was the most alive out of everybody. Her son died. He died throughout this whole process. He died because I'm pretty sure he drowned. So he made it to the drowning part. He didn't die from the heat. He got cooled off. He got all the way back, but I think he drowned. And I even tried to bring him back, but he was too far gone. He drowned. So he didn't die from the heat. He drowned. But this tan girl, this must have happened at 3, maybe 2 or 3 in the afternoon on the day that we're referring to, right? She lived for like the next 6 hours. She couldn't move though. She was moving when I was bringing her back and stuff like that, and I had the AC blowing on her and stuff like that. Like she was stretching and doing all types of crazy exorcist type stuff, right? Now, this is an 18-minute video. I'm gonna try and wrap it up in 2 minutes though. She was doing all this crazy exorcist stuff when I was bringing her back, but when everything was all said and done, she was just stagnant, but you could tell she was still alive. So I stayed with her the whole time. Now it's nighttime, right? It's dark, and I propped her up on the dashboard of my van. It was cool, whatever, and I propped her up in such a way where she's kind of laying on her stomach, with her feet facing towards me, and she just real relaxed. And I know she's still in there. Like I know she's still in there because she's like, her eyes are responsive and stuff like that. You can still see that she's breathing. And she lived for like another 6 hours, and I was surprised. That did a lot for me, right? So there was this one moment where she pooped, right? Which was cool. I just wiped it up, whatever. And think she might have pooped again. And I'm holding her, and then she looked at me, and then she stretched out of nowhere. She just stretched. Told you this rat was not moving. She stretched while she looked at me, and then she took a deep breath, and then she just went limp. And that was the end of it. She just died just like that. She just died just like that, yo. And then, so the male, that I got, that I'm telling y'all about, the hooded replacement male, he was still alive, but I didn't want to keep him. I'm like, yo, ain't no way I'm about to keep this rat. He's my last one. He's literally the last rat that I had left, yo. And I'm gonna be honest, I just let him go. And I'm pretty sure he's dead. I'm pretty sure he didn't survive because of the heat, you know, and he's a domesticated rat. He can't find no water or nothing like that, or something might have got to him, or anything could have happened, you feel me? But I did. I let him go that night. And that's pretty much the end of that, yo. And then like the next day, you know, I had to sit down myself and I had to realize, like, hey, you know, if I can't breed rats right now, I'm not about to have a snake, because I'm not about to be running back and forth to the reptile shop, you know, buying rats. Like that stuff adds up and it's expensive. Like rats is like $8, yo. So what I did was, and it was tough for me. But I wound up taking my pastel to a reptile shop, same reptile shop that, you know, somebody would buy rats from. Although I've never bought rats from this particular reptile shop, but and I expressed to him, like, hey, look, you know, I told him the whole situation, I told him the whole story, everything, you know, and I'm like, yo, just make sure I find her a good family to go to. And they're like, yeah, we'll make sure, you know what they're gonna say, you know. But I'm pretty sure they did, though. Pretty sure they did. And then so I dropped her off there, yo, and it did a lot to me. But so shout out to her, shout out to Murda. You know, all y'all that's viewing this, say a prayer for Murda for me, please. I appreciate that. And all my other snakes and stuff like that. I mean, once I get my life together, oh, most definitely I'm getting more snakes. Next snake I get, when I'm where I want to be, I'm getting a red-tailed boa, yo. Straight up. I'm getting a red-tailed boa, straight up. Like, you know, when I have my house and I'm stable and I'm where I want to be in life, oh yeah, I'm getting a red-tailed boa for sure. So stay tuned for that, because that's gonna be real. And yeah, yo, like, share, subscribe, stay tuned. All on it awesome. And I'll get up with y'all on the next one. But yeah, yo, it's hot. It's hot crazy out here, but we only got about 1 more month left of this heat, and then things should be cooling off for sure. And I'm about to start posting more videos, but I just wanted to give y'all that update real quick, because y'all gonna be like, oh, where his rats at, where's the snake and all this, what happened to, you know, and I'm just letting y'all know right now. So this is a 23-minute video, that's fine. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.